What's up? What's up? It's late again. I'm just doing my thing, man. It's late, I know, but I'm on here. Trying to see if anybody happened to get on. Last night I went on and people came, so which was really surprising. But yeah, that's that. I'm working on my next review about how I think the Blackmagic Pocket, how the FX30 now can possibly be the better camera instead of the Blackmagic. There's always two sides to the story. So that's what I'm going to do, tell that story. But I'm getting on tonight just to see what's up, pretty much. You feel me? No big deal. You love the FX30. Hey, me too. I love the FX30. You feel me? How you doing? Just coming on at night, man. Just chilling. Just said, let me go on at night. I tend to find that people come on my live at night more than when I go on early. It's weird. But yeah, I love the FX30. Don't get me twisted. I love it. But, that Blackmagic, I was just, when I did the review about the Blackmagic against the FX30, I'm just saying, for it being 7 years old, you kind of can't front on it. You know what I mean? Why my joints ain't updating? Hold on, y'all. What you said here, new update is out. Looks like the FX is online officially now. I'm a night owl. Gotta look at it. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I love the FX30, my man. But yo, I'm just saying for the Blackmagic being a 7 year old camera to still hold its weight, if it wasn't for autofocus, if Blackmagic had great autofocus, it still be it'll be a beast. I would be using it. I love Blackmagic. I love their color science. I love everything about them. But there's times I need that autofocus, so that's why I got into the Sony's. But don't get me wrong. I love my FX30, my A74, but a case can be made that for a 7 year old camera, man, they got everything you almost need for $1,100. You can't front on that. You feel me? But yeah, I'm a night owl too. You know what I'm saying? I be working, but I'm a night owl, man. Um, I had to move locations. Well, I moved my office location, so I'm getting used to this new spot. It's a smaller spot, so I kind of gotta get the look right. Still tuning. I'm still fine tuning my look. You know. Yeah, there you go. Marry the lens before the body, all day. I tell people all the time. You know, if after the lens, well, you know what I'm gonna say. What I'm gonna say is, if you want to really be good at creating a great image, just learn your lighting first. Learn your lighting. Don't get me wrong, you need to learn the camera basics and your the relationship between your f-stop and your ISO and all of those good things. Shutter speed. But learning your lighting, yo, that'll take you to the next level. And then your lenses, the different types of lenses, different focal lengths, what they do, why they doing. Sometimes I think people use lenses just to use them. They don't even know what's going on. It's my volume is low. I'm trying not to be too loud, but is my volume low? Let me know. Shouldn't be. Just a tad bit. Let me see if I can fix it for y'all. Let me see. Is that better? Is that better? 1 2 1 2. Nah, I ain't gonna turn up my speakers. You get mad feedback. That should be louder. I mean, if that ain't louder, I don't want to be distorted. I don't even got my headphones on. So is that good? I'm hoping that's saying yup. Not you, the commentator. Turn up your speakers. Hey, I feel you. You would tone it down a bit. That's what I'm thinking. Like it might be a little too loud. I don't know. Yo, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. I'm gonna leave it around there. I'm gonna leave it around there, y'all. I hear the white noise. That's why. Perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it around there. Good luck. Cause I don't wanna outdo too much. Turn up your speakers. That's what my man said. Nah, man, but yeah. So how you been doing, man? What's going on with you? You know what I mean? What you been working on? I gotta get me a rim light, man. It's too dark on this side, so I gotta get me a rim light hitting me. Let me know. And it's also weird because I'm used to, because this room is smaller, right? I'm used to speaking forward, but now I gotta put my camera over to the side. So now I gotta be like to the side, which I don't really like, but it is what it is. 12 a.m. kind of late. Yeah, it is, man. Hey, man. I'm changing up. It seems like when I go live at night, more people come through. Good mate working on retainers right now. Oh, man. I love them joints. I love that word. That word retainer should be like a. It's just. I love that. I love that word. I love retainers, man. They're the best. You know what I mean? Especially if you can get like a 6 month retainer, yo. It's beautiful. You know, for the freelancer, it's beautiful. So hope you get all the retainers you want to get, my G. You know. But businesses have lots of owners, and it makes it. Yeah, it's true. But you know, that's the business we in, man. When you do this business as a freelancer, you know, we got to deal with so many different scenarios and situations, and it makes you understand how to deal with different types of people. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. That's yo. I deal with it every day, yo. Every day, people hit me up, and it's like, you know, they just want everything for cheap. I'm telling you, man, it's getting dangerous for the freelance video dude out here. It's getting more and more dangerous every year that passes by. It's getting crazy out here because they don't value video. They don't value it no more. I've worked in retail, so I'm used to it. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You got to be used to it. You know what I mean? Like right now, I'm doing a lot of content coaching. You know what I mean? I take up consultation calls, teach people how to do it, or instruct them how to do what they're doing better, or help them with their podcast setups, or whatever. You know what I mean? And that's the phase I'm into now, doing more content coaching. So that's why this channel is mostly now content about content coaching and building your brand and I'm showing you how to get better with video and audio. But you know, it's just it's you got a lot of people who call themselves content coaches and telling people how to do stuff, but they ain't never lived the life of a real freelancer. So they don't understand that side of things. They understand how to tell you how to, you know, hook this up to this and this camera to this, but they don't understand how to deal with people, man. Like all these different levels of people from the hood to the corporate. You know what I'm saying? I've dealt with from the hood to corporate, and there's different ways of dealing with them. You know what I mean? I got to the point where I don't do as much video because it's to the point they went. Trust me. That's why I'm pivoting. You know, that's why I'm pivoting to content coaching and doing that type of stuff and just sharing my knowledge in that way and helping people out in that way. You know, obviously I do my reviews and all of that, but the freelance work out here, man, it's too much. It changed, yo. I used to make more money 15 years ago, and I'm better now than I ever been. But I made more money back then. It's crazy, son. I price mine based on agency hiring. They auto pay $150 per hour. And I set the market price as such, but also I place my package rates too, no doubt. By the project with free consultation work. Man, I don't do no free consultation work. You know what I mean? I get you. I get it. Now, trust me, I understand the hustle of it, but I don't do no free consultation work. You're going to pay me something for my knowledge. You know what I mean? Because people take advantage of you. You know, they just take advantage of you. They want you to tell them everything, but don't want to pay you for your time. But they want to know the information. Nah, you know what I mean? I share a lot. You know, don't get me wrong, because you see I share a lot. I'm on YouTube. I show you. I do my reviews. I do my tutorials. So I share. But when you want my personal time, nah, you paying for the consultations. You feel me? Yeah, that's true. I work a lot with city governments, nonprofits, on contract. Yeah, well, that's the way to go, and I always tell people that. You know what I mean? That you want to go corporate. Eventually, you want to find a way to get into the corporate world, whether it be weddings, corporate, you know, whatever. Just something more corporate than this crazy freelance life of dealing with regular individuals. It can get crazy, yo. I might be changing my consultation too, but right now I might have it at and go from there to go towards the outlet. Yeah, man, do something, man. Start somewhere. That's the best way at media arts. Yep, that's the best way. You know what I mean? It's, you know, no more Pookies and Ray Rays. Pookies and Ray Rays. I feel you. Nah, I mean, I'm telling you, man, people would just take, I get people who call my phone. They call my phone, and instead of talking business, they want to ask me questions. I'm like, you know what I mean? I try to be cool, but it's like, I give a lot of information out. It's all over the internet. You feel me? But you calling me for my personal, nah, you got to pay for that, you know? Go book a call, go to my website, book the consultation, boom. You know what I mean? From Unreal Engine to, whatever else you're trying to do, music videos to podcasting to audio, whatever questions, go book a call if you want me, my personal time. You got to value yourself, man, because nobody else will, Nobody else will. Not a lot of artists look out for each other. Here it's dog eat dog. It's not humans too. Be volleyball and be don't use me and I'll use it. Yeah, that's real talk. I got a small contact studio where I book podcast sessions. Yeah, you know where I find podcasting could be. Podcasting is another weird revenue because it can be good and bad at the same time. It depends how you do it. Like the smartest way to make your money, the smartest way for time for podcasting for me is while you're shooting the podcast, you're also editing it. You feel me? So you got a switcher, and as while they shooting, you're editing. So all you gotta do is a little cleanup work, intro, outro, put some music, whatever, and you done. That's the fastest way where it's worth, because people don't want to pay that much for podcasting either. Sometimes, you know what I mean, and so you got to try to make it as the workflow, to your benefit. And the best way, I'm telling y'all, if y'all do podcasting, anybody out there, get a switcher, and as they do their thing, you're editing it already, and then all you gotta do is cut up the front, the end, the back, whatever, and add a little music, and you good. Keep it moving. Next. At least that's what I think. You feel me? That's how I've been doing it. You know, I don't do as much music videos anymore. I still do Unreal Engine music videos, but that's not the same because, you know, regular music videos, you gotta be out in the streets, you gotta be out there in the area doing all this. Green screen, they come to my studio. It's controlled. It's a controlled environment. I live stream podcasts for people. Keep it easy. Yeah, or you live stream. Live stream, it is what it is. Boom, boom. You good. You feel me? That's even better. But live stream comes with their hiccups too, because you're dealing with internet, bandwidth. It's kind of unpredictable sometimes, but for the most part, it's cool. It's cool. I just dropped one of my music videos that I just released. Um, so check it out if you ain't seen the music video. I just dropped it. I don't know, did I? Yeah, I did. People think AI gonna take over videography. Oh, it's gonna hurt us. I believe AI is gonna hurt us tremendously. I really do. It already has. You got regular people who think they can do stuff now because of AI. Now it's not where it can be. It's not where it should be yet. It's close, but it ain't there. Give it a few more years though. It's gonna be a beast, man. I love AI in the way of doing certain things, but it's gonna take over a lot of jobs, man, and it's gonna make things a lot more. It's just devaluing a person's skill level. I'm telling you, you know. Some people don't believe me, but it is. It's devaluing the skill level. AI will devalue. It's gonna destroy so many industries. It's not cool. You know what I mean? It's cool, for certain things, for research and how do I say this better? But man, when it's getting into taking over people's jobs, it's not cool, man. It's not cool. It's AI is gonna be the downfall for a whole lot. You know what I mean? Not just in videography, but in so many areas. And I don't really understand it because it's like the world eating itself. You know what I'm saying? Like if you take away all our jobs or make it harder to work, how is that? How does that help the economy? It just don't make sense. Make it make sense to me. How does that help the economy? Well, AI, I think, is going to end up doing because it's going to take away a lot of jobs. It's going to make the gap even larger between the rich and the poor. It's going to be crazy, I think. But only God knows. So I keep my trust with God, and I just keep moving. It is what it is. Like I say, I mean that when I say that junk. I've been saying that my whole life. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So it's what it is. Hey y'all, if somebody watching this too, if y'all into Unreal Engine, I took off I put all my most known 27 video tutorials about Unreal Engine. I packaged them up. You can see it right there or right there. Yep. Unreal made easy. 27 video tutorials. You could download them. $60. Have them for life. Learn. You feel me? Or green screen right there if you want to learn. How can we future proof ourselves? We can't. The only thing, number one, you have to learn AI. That's a way of future proofing to a degree, but you're gonna have to just be way more creative too. You know what I mean? You got to be way more creative, and you got to build a brand. I think if you build a brand, that's gonna be very important because people like to work with people that they like. So if you build a brand and you're not just generic, I think that's gonna help. You know what I mean? Because if you don't have a brand and just people gotta when people think of video or they think so they gotta want to think of your name. That's why they call your number. If they worked with you, they love how you do this and they love that. They love the experience, so they call you. You know what I mean? But I think if it's I definitely think the numbers are gonna go lower. You know, it's gonna be harder to get some of this money out here, man. AI is gonna mess up a whole lot. Think about it, dog. Like, you look at VFX artists. AI does VFX like nothing. It's nothing. So a person who don't know nothing about what we do can just sit in front of this and create a VFX shot. There you go. I mean, it's gonna be crazy, I think. But that's my opinion. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong, you know. But just gotta go with the times, man. Learn everything you could learn that's gonna help you make your money and make you stick out and do more than the next guy, you know. People be like, oh, it's the same thing as other stuff, but it ain't, man. This AI they doing now is ridiculous, yo. What do you think about iPhone videography? iPhone videography, I'm cool with it. It's got its place. You know what I mean? It's got its place in the it's got its place, but it's not gonna do everything. People like, you don't need a regular camera. Depending who you are, you might not need a regular camera. Like if you're just doing vlogs, if you're just doing basics, yeah, you could use the iPhone. I mean, you can use the phone for a lot of stuff. I ain't gonna front. But then there's certain things that the iPhone just can't do. You know, the vibe of it, it's just the texture. You know what I'm saying? It just can't do it. You know. But I do think it's possible that in the future it's going to be able to do that too. So iPhone videography is definitely not nothing to not look at. I think nowadays it's easier to do your things on an iPhone than back in the days. Because back in the days, if I would show up with an iPhone, people be like, what the heck is that? But nowadays, people are so used to iPhones that if you showed up with one to do work, nobody cares. You feel me? Should we have it in our kit? The iPhone? I don't. Can you? Yes. But I don't. Just, I don't know. It's just, I mean, but then again, I'm telling you, when I did do the ProRes 10-bit 422 on my iPhone 16 Pro Max, I can't even front. That junk looked good. You know what I mean? If iPhone can get their ISO better, their ISO range better, you know, their dynamic range better, and they can actually introduce some more lenses that gives you, I don't know. It's there though. It's definitely something to talk about. You know what I mean? Like would you rather put your phone, I mean your camera on the hood of a car for a car scene, or your phone? You know, I probably put my phone on the hood of the car. You know, it does come in handy at times though. You know, if you can't get certain shots because it's a specific shot and it's not enough space, iPhone could do it. You know, I'm building me an iPhone kit as a compliment to my camera. Yeah, I mean, I got that stuff. I got anamorphics for my iPhone. I got all of it, man. I got the back of the screens where you can, if when you talk to your, when you're using, you know, obviously you know your phone, the back of the screen is your best. I mean, your back lenses are your best lenses. But I got the joint where I got the screens here. I got everything for my iPhone. So I got anamorphics for it. The company sent me anamorphic lenses. It's cool. I'm just, you know, I like an actual camera, you know. Really, I'm thinking about using it with the low budget clients. Yeah, yeah. I mean, low, yeah, it might work. It might work, you know. But at the end of the day, think about it. Like we're like, well, shoot, they don't want to pay no money, so I'm gonna use the iPhone, right? But you're still gonna do pretty much the same amount of work whether you use the iPhone or whether you use your regular camera, unless you got some big old joint. But if you got a basic Sony 874, FX30, FX3, whatever, you're gonna do the same amount of work that you would do with an iPhone. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think nowadays people don't. Some most regular people don't understand the difference. You feel me? So you know, I don't know. If I take on budget work, if I take on budget work, I'm taking it on because it's just I want to add more to my reel or something. I don't, so I'm gonna want to make it look good anyway, and I'm gonna work just the same. You know what I mean? But I mean, it's not nothing bad. You can put it in your package list. You feel me? Where you can say, look, for for my regular camera work, for regular cameras, you're gonna charge this much, and if you want something basic, more simple, you can use the iPhone. You know, but with the good stuff about the iPhone using it now though is, you know, you can put it on the how you call it, the SSD drive. Man, I love this now that the iPhone 16 could be used with the SSD drive, and I got this joint here, this connection right here, this little connection. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can block my face. But there's this little connection. It's a double USB C. See it? Double USB C. So I just plug it in here, and then I'll go right here, and there you go. You feel me? And there you go. And now I can, whenever I record, I can just use the SSD or whatever. So that's what I do. That's what I love about it. And I always use the Blackmagic camera app. The Blackmagic camera app, I think, looks the best, not the regular iPhone app. You know, use the Blackmagic Cam app. It looks the best. Sound like you about to offer that package. Might as well, bro. Maybe I will, man. Cause maybe I will. Cause the ProRes the ProRes 10-bit 422 on this iPhone 16 is no joke. You would never really tell the difference. I've done it. I've done the check. I've checked it. You never really would tell if I use the A74 or this iPhone. You know what I mean? The dead giveaway for phones is usually the depth of field. Usually, if you know how to light it and expose it correctly, the depth of field always is the giveaway for a phone. Usually, you know. But if you know how to do those things, you can work it. You know. But sometimes it takes more work. You know, because it's a phone, so you got to rig it out more. You know what I mean? So, but hey, why not? Who am I? You know what I mean? Get 3 of these phones, you can have a podcast set up right there. Easy. It's mad portable. There's a lot of, pros to phones too. You know what I mean? But if I was ever to go like phone heavy in my production, they wouldn't be connected to a provider. It's just I'm actually using the phone as a camera. You know what I mean? That's how I would do it, at least. You feel me? But yeah, I got everything I need for the phone. Trust me. I got the ND filters. I got everything, man. Anamorphic lenses. I was thinking about getting rid of them, selling the anamorphic lens. Um, I don't know. Why not? Just in case I need it. The reason I'm really thinking about it because we're gonna be dope with it because we real video guys. Yeah, no, for real though. Look, I got no problem with the iPhone stuff. That's why I said if I was to go heavy with really doing iPhone videography or phone videography, I'm gonna buy a phone that's gonna be just for that. It ain't gonna be my personal phone because you feel me, man. Most people don't know how to film. Period. That is exactly. I keep showing. I show people my joint that I filmed. You know what I mean? I'm gonna find it again. Watch this. I'm gonna find this video that I filmed. I shot a short film with my iPhone 13. That was a 13, dog. And people would never know. Let me see if I can find it real quick, yo. Right here, there it goes. Right here. I'm not gonna show no audio, but check this out real quick. This was shot with the iPhone 13, yo. Right here. I'm not do no audio stuff. But look at this. I shot that with the iPhone 13. You feel me? You would never know I shot that with the iPhone 13, man. This is 3 years old. 3 years ago, I shot this. Because, you got to understand lighting. I tell people all the time. Once you know your settings, don't get me wrong, you got to know your camera settings and how they relate to each other. But then the lighting does it all. The lighting will change a scene from looking whack to looking professional and dope. So, it really matters. You feel me? It really matters. If you didn't say so, I wouldn't have. Nobody would have known. That's why I keep telling people. They keep talking about, like, I like having. Don't get me wrong. I can tell the difference on certain things, but technically, dog, I mean, these iPhones are getting real. These phones are getting real good. You know what I mean? You just can't deny it. And if you know what you're doing, you can do it. Yeah, iPhone is in my package now. I don't talk you into it. Nah, man, it's definitely something. You never know. You might find that right client that be like, yo, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hey, they're easy. You can transport them very, very fast. They're easy to set up to a degree, depending on how crazy you're trying to get. You know what I mean? You can even set them up. Even if you did like a three iPhone podcast, you can hook up the HDMI to all three of them, put them on a switcher, and do the same thing. You feel me? And just pack them up real quick. Boom, boom, boom. Everything go in one bag. You know what I mean? There's pluses to it. You know what I mean? There's pluses to it. I'm not against it. Do your thing. But as you see, you can create a movie that's a short film with the iPhone 13. So imagine with the iPhone 16, that would have been crazier. You know what I mean? But use the Blackmagic Camera app. I'm telling you, that Blackmagic Camera app, it lets you pick out the different flavors of ProRes. It's just very, very, it looks very good, man. Looks very good. Looks real good. I'm not even worried about buying another phone right. I mean, camera right now. I got the FX30, the Sony A7 IV, and the Blackmagic Pocket 4K. That's all I need. I feel like that's all I need. I'm cool. You know what I mean? I'm not looking to purchase any more cameras right now. I like the Blackmagic. Yeah, man. It's beautiful. I've done a test with those, and it gives me my best image with the Blackmagic app. It's amazing, you know. But I'm not looking to buy no more cameras, man. I'm good for now. You know, those three cameras, they do me just perfect. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, I don't need another camera. If I buy another camera, just because I'm trying to just buy another camera. How many cameras you got? Or just got one? It's okay to just have one. What you think about shooting open gate? I like open gate. It's cool. It's cool. You know, you get the full resolution and stuff. You know, it's cool. I don't shoot open gate because I don't have that anyway. Really, um, I think it has its uses. You know what I mean? But is it necessary? No, it ain't necessary, man. Most of our clients don't understand what real quality even is, dog. Most of them wouldn't even know if you gave them a 1080 file or a 4K file. They wouldn't know. You feel me? Man, I got 5. All Lumix. I'm not buying no more. I feel you, dog. Lumix is an amazing camera, man. I just wish they were better with their autofocus. I just can't rock with their autofocus. But man, I used to love my GH5, the GH5S. Yo, that joints, they were ahead of their time. Lumix always been ahead of their time. They just can't. They just have terrible autofocus. Other than that, though, they are beasts. Hello, this is Denton, my game channel login. How you been? I see you using the lower third. It does look good. Yes, it does look good. How you doing, brother? Autofocus. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, because, look, I've had manual lenses most of my career. I've only had Sony cameras for the last 2.5 years. Before that, everything was always manual for me, so I get it. But when you're trying to do a gimbal movement at 1.8, 1.2, 1.4, you know what I mean? It can get real hard. You need that autofocus. You know, when your subject is moving around, and there's certain scenarios when autofocus is necessary. So I always believe you need to at least have one camera with some good autofocus for them situations. You gotta love that Ibis. What's up? Show your business. The Ibis. That's why I said Lumix was ahead of their time, yo. When they came out, they came out with stuff nobody had at that time. Especially the Ibis. That junk was like having a gimbal. I loved it. But then there's moments, I needed to have that autofocus, and it was just so frustrating. Or even, it was just frustrating, man. But I love them though. Their quality is. They're a great camera, man. Great camera. Sorry, autocorrect on iPhone. It's Dean Holmes. Oh, what's up? No doubt. Right, yeah. Yeah, man. So, yeah, Lumix got no beef with them, man. They dope. They just it's like Black Magic. They need to get on. And you wonder why these companies can't get their autofocus right, right? Why can't Sony do it, but these other companies can't do it? I don't understand that. Like Lumix, why can't you get good autofocus? Black Magic, why can't you get good autofocus? It don't make no sense to me, yo. They can get all this other stuff, but not autofocus. I don't get that. I don't understand that. That's the weirdest thing for me. Like, okay, is it that hard to get some? Is Canon and Sony the only good people for autofocus? Like, it's weird, yo. Phase detection is yeah, it's old, pretty much. I mean, I think they still use it. You know, I'm still the A6300. I had an A6300 a very long time ago. I had an A6300 with the Sigma, um, with the 16 millimeter Sigma lens, which I love, which I want to get again. But yeah, the A6300 is still cool. It's cool. Look. Like I was saying, it ain't about the camera. It ain't totally about the camera. You have to understand lighting. Lighting is gonna make the difference. What up, my G? What's going on, Scoop? Lighting is gonna make the difference. So it ain't just the camera. You gotta really understand your lighting, because lighting is what's gonna create the drama. It's gonna create the theme, the feel. That's what's gonna do it for you. The lighting, and then your lens choicement, and but also understanding your camera relationship for your ISO, shutter, frames, all this stuff all comes together. But if you don't know your lighting, if your lighting game is whack, you gonna have whack. You gonna have whack images. Blackmagic had a beta for autofocus, but I agree. Yeah, nah, it ain't gonna happen. I know, trust me. When it came out, I was like, oh snap, yo, if they do it. But why they can't do it? Why none of these? Why Blackmagic and Lumix cannot get their autofocus right? They can give you everything else, yo. They can give you everything else amazing, but not autofocus. And Sony can, and Canon can. Why? I don't know, man. I don't know. Craig's World, what's up? What's up with you? Hey, man, this is late night talk. You know what I mean? I find coming on at night, more people are available, maybe, which is very surprising to me. You know, if I come on early, hardly nobody's around. Maybe y'all working, or maybe I don't know. But now I'm gonna start going live at nighttime like this. How y'all doing, man? We just talking cameras and whatever, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's like Sony and Canon's the only one who can create autofocus. I don't know, but I'll never get rid of my Pocket 4K. It's just a beast. It's just a beast. Never overheated. You know what I mean? Never overheated on me. Never failed on me. Never, dog. So, you know, and don't get me wrong, the FX30 hasn't either. The Sony A7 IV did before. Well, it used to overheat, but now it doesn't overheat since I bought the cooling fan for the A7 IV. I bought that Ulanzi cooling fan, the real one. It's a beast now. Lighting is tough. I've done numerous live streams such on lighting with good cameras king. It's lighting is everything. One of my best videos was with the X6300 Kodak SL60. Some practices in natural light for endo. Yeah, man. I still have two SL60s. I still got them. I don't use them, but I still got them. SL60, like you just you don't need to buy crazy lights. If you can get a 60 watt, 80 watt, 100 watt light nowadays, man, you can do everything you need to do, man, with three lights. You have to stop down in order for the autofocus to be somewhat reliable. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. But I don't know, man. It's still a good camera. Don't get me wrong, but the continuous autofocus, nah. You just gotta do a little push to autofocus, just like the Blackmagic. The Blackmagic got pushed to autofocus. People don't talk about it, but the push to autofocus works great. It works great. You know what's a great lens for Micro Four Thirds is the 25 millimeter. I got one over here. They're very small. It's a Micro Four Thirds 25 millimeter autofocus at 1.8. Oh man, it looks amazing, and it's not even that expensive. It's a very good lens. I got it back there. I'm gonna do a review on it. It's old because I've had it for a long time, but I'm gonna bring it back up because it's dope. It's great for Micro Four Third lenses, Micro Four Third cameras. 25 millimeter. You know what I mean? My favorite is a 20 millimeter. Yeah, mine's too. I like the 20, but I can't front. I want to get the 16, the Sigma 16 millimeter. Is it Sigma? It's Sigma, right? It's been a while. It's Sigma 16 millimeter. I want that one too, but I'll take a 20. I like 20 for a good wide, but my favorite lens is the one I'm using right now. I use it for 90% of everything I do, which is the Tamron 28 to 75. Constant aperture. If y'all get a zoom lens, y'all, if y'all get a zoom lens, get a zoom lens that has constant aperture. All right. I got that 16. It's a beast. It's a beast. I know. I want to get it. I had it a long time ago. I gotta get it. I'm gonna get it back. You know, especially being in. I had to move locations. I'm not in my other office anymore. I got a new spot now, but it's smaller, and so at this being in a smaller location, I need something like a 16 or a 20, so I can. That's why I'm talking to you this way because I can't get it in front of me enough. I gotta. It's weird being looking over here. I want to look this way, but I gotta look this way. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Like I said, I'm still getting my lighting set up in here. I got to get a little rim light because I don't like this to be falling out in the darkness like this. So I'm gonna get the rim light so it'll hit me up to bring me out the darkness on that side. It's gonna look better. But yeah, that's that. You know. Hold on, what you saying real quick? This thing's acting up. I'm building the center cam with a raspberry. Yeah, put it up in the body. Okay, no doubt. I want to get me a 3D printer, man. I want to get a 3D printer inspired by Outcine. Okay. I want to get me a 3D printer. You know what I mean? Because that doesn't look like it's fun. You know? It looks like it's fun having a 3D printer. So where y'all from, man? Where everybody from? East Coast? Y'all ain't got to tell me y'all actual address, but where y'all from, man? East Coast, West Coast, country, state? Where y'all from? Let me know. Just curious. Just curious. Alabama. Okay. Metro Detroit. Okay. The closest I've been to Detroit is what do you call that place? A place called Pontiac. Never heard of that one. What do you call the spot close to Detroit, man? Oh man. I can't believe I forgot. Bamboo Labs or UV Anchorman. North Carolina, no doubt. I've lived in North Carolina. Didn't really like it too much. I'll be real with you. It was hot as hell. And I ain't gonna lie, yo. It was a lot of Confederate flags. I'm not even gonna lie, man. But it was cool though. It was cool. I didn't have no issues though. But it was cool. It was just too hot. It was so different from me. You know what I mean? I'm a dude who grew up in the hood. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, I'm not that same person anymore, but you know, it wasn't really for me. You know, Alabama. I was in California for a while. Then I moved back up to upstate New York. You feel me? But when I was in North Carolina, man, there was a lot of Confederate flags, and it was a little weird, man. But I kind of liked it, though. It was cool. You know, I ain't like it enough to stay, though. Yeah. That's why I say I can't say I had any problems, though. I never had any issues. People were cool. You know what I mean? For the time I was there, Never had no problems. So, you know, I gotta say that, you know. But I miss California, but California don't make no sense to live in. You feel me? It's just craziness, yo. You can live in the hood, you know. You can live in the hood that looks beautiful in California, but you're living in the hood, man, with gangbangers and people dying around you, and your house, a two-bedroom small little house, costs over $300,000. That makes no sense. That's why I said, you know what? I'm getting older. I ain't staying in California, so I came back home to upstate New York, and you know, I don't live in New York City. I'm in upstate New York, and it's just better out here. I get more for my money. You know what I mean? And like I said, nowadays I'm doing a lot of content coaching. People hitting me up, you know, consultants, consulting, and stuff like that. So I can be anywhere. You know. Hey yo, y'all looking for also? I just released my beat pack, royalty free beat pack. You know what I'm saying? It's called We Shoot Beats. It's 10 tracks, royalty free, produced by me, because I used to be a music producer for those who don't know. So royalty free, you can use them on your social media platforms, even if they're monetized. You just can't commercially release them in a commercial project, but any kind of social media. And there are different type of beats that you're never gonna find nowhere else. A mix of East Coast and West Coast beats. Check it out on my website, WeShootFilms.com. We Shoot Beats Volume 1. You know, wherever I live, still rep New York. Do or die, but no, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Yeah, you know, New York is cool, man. You know, like that's why I be trying to tell people, like I came up shooting music videos. You feel me? I shot a lot of music videos. I shot a lot of music videos, and I'm dealing with the hood. Sox territory, but no doubt. I've been to Boston, definitely. My guy, I got family in Boston. But when you're shooting these music videos, I always tell these people, like shooting music videos in the hood, it's dangerous. It really is. 'Cause you don't know who's beefing with who, well, who's politics. So you need to know the politics in these neighborhoods when you're out here doing this thing. You know what I mean? And always bring somebody with you to watch your back. Because while you shooting, you don't know what's going on behind you. So you gotta have somebody watching you. And don't be all in the video laughing and joking and having fun and taking pictures with people. Do your job and leave. Because they enemies become your enemies sometimes. And they see you just chilling like you the homie, they're going to treat you the same way sometimes. It could be crazy, man. So it could be very dangerous being, you know, a freelance music video director when you're dealing with the hood. I did it for years. Thank God I survived. I was okay. You know what I mean? I had some scenarios happen, but I'm cool, you know. But it is what it is. And back then, I didn't care, though. I was just trying to get my bread up. But now, as I get older, I look back at it. It's like, damn. You know what I mean? You know, God must have been with me in some situations, especially in California. You know what I mean? These days I hear you have to bring security with you so you don't. Yeah, man. I mean, dog. I know dudes that got killed, like they got set up. You know what I mean? You gotta be wise, man. Not all money is good money. You gotta be careful, man, and really understand what you're working with. Don't, you know what I mean? I'm from the hood. I know what it is. So, especially if you ain't from the hood, like at all, like I would suggest you don't shoot no videos for the you know, you gotta have some type of knowledge, dog, of what's going on, the politics, that who's who, what neighborhood is what neighborhood, who beefing with who. You know what I mean? There's a lot of politics that go on with that junk, yo. You know what I mean? It's go corporate. That's right. Go corporate. That's where you want to go. Corporate. It's boring, but the pay is better, and you do less work sometimes. Most of the time, you do less work doing corporate. When you're dealing with like testimonials, especially testimonials. Oh, Testimonials are some of the easiest work I've ever. When I first got my first corporate job, shoot contract just to shoot some testimonials, and they paid me what they paid me. I was like, damn, I've been doing it wrong for all this time. You feel me? Because it's the way to go, man. Go corporate. Forget these streets, man. You might start up there and you're gonna have your little come up, but as soon as you can, try to pivot to something else. Try to pivot the fast as you can. Corporate is the best. That's right. Hood videos, they want all this work with no money. Look, my rule is this. My rule for the hood is this. You pay me up front, period, number one. And yes, that's why I don't do any. I stopped doing hood videos in the last 3-4 years now. You know what I'm saying? As far as going into the trenches and being in dangerous situations, I don't do that no more. I'm not doing that no more. I'm getting too old for that, number one. Number two, is too dangerous. I want to come home and enjoy my life and not be gone. But get your money up front. Trust me. Get your money up front. If they don't want to pay you the money up front, don't do the work. Because if something else happened, they're not going to pay you. Trust me. Get your money up front. When you're dealing with the hood, ain't no half and half. Give me my money now. That's what it is. Period. Trust me. Rap videos flashing money but can't pay. All day. All day. I deal with it to this day. They call me. You know what I mean? I trust me, man. If I told y'all all the crazy stories, even celebrities, I got some celebrities that is just crazy, my life has been crazy, man. Like I said, I used to be a music producer for half my life. I've had publishing deals, universal distribution, label deals, and I used to produce for the rapper The Game. I used to be signed to The Game. When he was with 50 Cent, with the whole G Unit beef, I was there for all of that stuff. And I understand the music business. That's why I do audio. I understand audio so well because I mix and master. I understand all of that stuff. I make beats. But eventually I got into filming because I had my own label, and I just was talented and a natural talent for filming, and that took over, and that's my love. But I still deal with music, audio. Because audio is very important when you're dealing with video, especially what I like to do. I'm really a narrative guy. I like shooting movies and stuff. So when I shoot videos, I try to shoot them like a movie. But anyway, what I mean. That's my past. So I've had a crazy career, but I'm blessed. I can't complain. You feel me? Cannot complain. At all. It ain't easy doing this for a living because it's like hustling. You know what I mean? Like you got moments where you're real high, you're doing good. And you got them low moments, you know what I mean, where the money is real tight. You gotta figure it out. But that's the life, you know what I mean? And that's what I mean by you got these content coaching out here people who don't understand none of that because they ain't lived that life. I lived that life, so I understand how to tell people how to navigate and be careful for this and move like this or do this because I've lived it, dog. From the craziest gangsters to the most corporate, I can adjust and adapt, and I have. And it makes us better people because we deal with so many types of people that you become a better, you understand people, you know how to talk to people. And, a lot of this is that, But there comes a time when you just got to say no, Nah, I'm cool, 'Cause it just ain't worth it. I've had people hit me up a few days ago, and I'm like, nah, I'm cool, man. And they would have paid me all the money I wanted, but I'm like, nah, I'm cool. It's not worth it. You know what I mean? So you can't be so thirsty that you sell your soul, man, because it can happen. Trust me. You know what I mean? But now I'm into this I want to teach people. Like you see on, I do this. I put out my tutorials and stuff. But I love teaching. I have taken consultation calls and just helping somebody grow faster and just ignite something in them and be a part of their journey. For them to grow and be even crazier. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you need that push. You know what I mean? You need that extra, somebody extra in your ear to let you know something that you ain't see yet. I think that junk is important. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm doing. We shoot films. That's what we do. Make sure to go subscribe to We Shoot Films and get the resource pack, the free resource pack. You know what I mean? Crazy thing is, I shot my brother a rap video twice. I said to myself, if he was bad working with, I know they worse, meaning the rest yeah. Yo, man, I done been around so many bad situations, son. It's crazy, yo. People pulling out guns, and it's just been crazy, man. I just thank God I'm okay. You know what I mean? But, yeah, it's corporate for me. It's corporate for me, you know. Forget all that. You know. What time is it? It's 12:50 a.m. Wow. You know. But yeah, man, how long y'all been on the channel? Y'all like, how did y'all know? Did y'all come to this channel based off what? On like when I was rocking a lot of Unreal Engine stuff, probably. You know what I mean? I had to switch up because Unreal Engine was taking over the channel, and that wasn't what this channel was ever meant to be. My Unreal Engine stuff is just a tool to me. It's just another tool for me to create. But this is not an Unreal Engine channel. This is a content creating channel. You feel me? But that's how I started. I shoot my own rap video myself. That's how I got into the business. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt, no doubt. Real talk. A lot of us do that, A lot of us do it. Just subbed. Oh, okay, no doubt. Appreciate you, brother. Definitely appreciate you, man. You know? Definitely appreciate you. Is this your first time, checking me out? Just wondering. Or your feed popped up, no doubt. And you came around and checked out, no doubt. Good luck. Hopefully y'all keep coming back, man. I like community. I like talking with people, growing with people. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like. This don't make me. I don't get rich off YouTube. All the stuff that I do for YouTube and stuff. This ain't paying me no bags like that. You know what I mean? I do this because I like to help people. And don't get me wrong, it's a business too. You feel me? This is a business, but I help people too, and that's what I like. Right now, this ain't doing much for my bills and nothing like that. I can't rely on YouTube like that, but it has its benefits. You feel me? And I think everybody should get into this YouTube stuff, man, because it's got some benefits, man. I've seen you on here before, like over the years, honestly. Oh, no doubt. No doubt, no doubt. Well, there's always a time and a place for a reason. You feel me? So, appreciate you. But I think I'm going to start going live like 11 o'clock, 11:30, because it seems like people just, at least us, we still up. Regular people maybe they might be asleep by now still or something. You know what I mean? But I always say creative people aren't regular people. We're different type of people. Creative people are they're different, man. Our brains are wired differently. You know what I mean? Like we just are wired differently. We like this hustle of owning our own business or trying to own our own business. Even if you work a regular job, your mind is trying to get to where you can be full time doing your own thing. So you're gonna take risks and do things that the average person ain't gonna do. You feel me? So I love that. And there's a little lag on here, man. There's like a 7-second lag from when I say something to when you hear it. So remember that on this channel, on the OBS, when I was using OBS, there was a 20-second lag. So now I'm using Streamlab, which is only a 7-second lag. I'm gonna tell you what works on streaming if you do it. You gotta go vertical. That's how YouTube likes it and pushes the content. I don't like vertical, man. You know what I'm saying? Um, I can't rock with vertical, man. I just don't like it. It's not my style really. But I've been doing pretty good. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But this live stuff for me is just fun. It's just me getting to talk with y'all and you know what I mean? But I feel you though. I'm on TikTok too. You know what I mean? But I like YouTube is really what my main thing is. At night when everyone is asleep. Yeah, that's true too. I don't like vertical. Yeah, I don't like vertical like that, man. So, it is what it is. I'm doing okay, you know what I mean? I'm at almost 20,000 subs, even though that don't really even mean nothing, to be real with you, man. 20,000 subs don't really mean that much, because I think some of them subs, they don't even rock with me no more. You feel me? I want to have people that really rock with me. I enjoy them, they enjoy me. You know what I'm saying? Pause. Playing around. But you know what I'm saying? That people that come through, we talk, we share, we support each other, stuff like that. You know what I mean? That's what I value. That's the direction they want to push us. Yeah. It ain't gonna happen like that though. They're gonna always have this world. They're gonna have to always have this and the vertical. You know what I mean? Cause but like I said, live streaming for me is just fun to talk with people that come through. You know, so I ain't too much worried about it. I be on TikTok though, man. I've been on TikTok a little heavy lately, trying to build a buzz over there. I kind of like it. TikTok, the reach is better to a degree. You can reach a lot of people on TikTok, you know. But my biggest, my most, the most important is YouTube for me though. You know, pretty much. You know. But yeah, man. Shoot. How is TikTok treating you? TikTok is cool, like I said, man. It does pretty good. TikTok is pretty good. I can't even complain, man. I think you can reach a lot more people with TikTok, and if you really get into it, you can actually make some bread on TikTok. You know what I mean? But TikTok about to be going down pretty soon. I believe in September. The U.S. gonna take over. It's gonna be kind of different because China ain't gonna be a part of it no more. I don't know what's gonna happen with that. So I'm gonna wait to see what happens with that. You know. Starting to get a little tired, man. YouTube used to have multicam feature when streaming, but they took it out. There's a lot of features it has, but not everyone has access like HDR. Yeah, no, I got I got all the features on it if I needed to, but I keep it simple, man. You know what I mean? Like I keep it simple. I might multi-stream eventually. Like right now, I'm using Streamlabs through YouTube. I mean, Streamlabs then it goes through YouTube too, or something like that. I don't know how it works, but I'm using Streamlabs technically. You know what I mean? So through Streamlabs, I can multi-stream if I want to. I haven't. I don't. But I can. But I like Streamlabs. This is Streamlabs right here. Does a decent job. You know what I mean? It's cool. It's cool. And it gives me the less lag. Gives me only 7 seconds OBS, I think, is a little better, but it's a 20-second lag. That's too much. That's way too much. See, this is the Micro Four Third lens I was talking about. It's a 25 millimeter. It's Lumix. Damn, I broke it. I've had this for a few years, but this bad boy here, I wish you could see it. Really, it's too dark. Got too much dark. But see, it's a Lumix. This is a Lumix 1.7, 25 millimeter for Micro Four Thirds. Yo, this little lens looks amazing. You know what I mean? And it's a 1.7, and I believe it's pretty cheap. So if you're looking for a good, cheap 25 millimeter 1.7 autofocus for Micro Four Thirds, look into this Lumix 25. I'm telling you, it's dope. It's dope. I don't use it much because I don't use my Blackmagic as often. But if I did, this would be on it a lot. You know. You use Facebook Live? Nah. I post on Facebook, but I don't really go live on Facebook ever. I've been using Prisms. It's obsessed on steroids. No doubt. On steroids. I'm coming out with DJ retirement, so I'm using Prism to stream DJ sets. Oh, okay, no doubt, no doubt. No doubt. No doubt. Man, I still gotta get used to this setup, man. I'm still a little bit weird. I like my old setup, but you gotta go with the changes. You feel me? It is what it is. What's up? He said, "Can I share something? What you want to share, man?" What do you want to share? What computer setup you use? I use a PC. I don't use Mac. You know, I use a PC. I got a 4090 graphics card. i9. I don't know. I forget, man. It's pretty high end. You know what I mean? My camera, my PC's, it's got some nice specs on it. You know. But that 4090 graphics card is a beast. Okay. That looks good, my G. The boy, homie got ET looking gangster. It looks good. Homie sent this right here. You got ET looking gangster. That's hard. It looks good too, though. The quality is dope. That look hard. Even his hands look like real people's hands, though. But yeah, that look hard. I like them Tims. It's dope. It's dope. I'm gonna be doing a lighting class pretty soon for sale on my website. You know what I mean? So look out for that too. I've been down a rabbit hole. Yeah, you get down that AI rabbit hole, it takes forever. With AI, I already know. I already know. I done did that before too. I'm gonna use AI for this short film that I'm working on because I need a flashback of two dudes when they were kids. So I'm gonna use AI to create me a flashback of two kids playing in the park, and it's part of the movie as a flashback. Let's see how it works. We'll see. We will see. Yo, how long? Right now, I'm gonna say something, y'all, and I want you to tell me if you hear it fast. So I'm okay. Right now, do you hear this? Like, try to count it. I mean, well, I'm trying to see what if the lag is working for y'all. Cause I'm hoping I don't got too much of a lag with y'all. I don't want to be too much behind the conversation. You know what I'm saying? But who knows? I guess that's how this stuff is live. Live, you can't help it. You know? Dying down. I'm getting a little tired, I guess. Any more questions? Or anything you'd like me to know? Or anything you'd like me to teach on a tutorial? Let me know that, man. I always need to know some ideas of what y'all looking for to learn more about or stuff like that. Bonjour. I don't like shock movies. They are designed to repel you. I eat frontiers, but I was talking to watching Martyrs, and I loved it. What's your take? I don't know what's my take. I don't know what. I never watched Martyrs. You know what I mean? I can't say I know. I want to recreate two things: the Take on Me video and Mike's Spideyverse video, Scanner Darkly. No doubt. What's my TikTok? WeShootFilms. My TikTok is WeShootFilms. You should catch it. Let me know if you get it or not. All right. Actually, I'm gonna put it just in case. It's WeShootFilm without the S. I'll put it in the chat here. I'll put it in the chat, the link. All right. May need your help with upgrading my gear, bro. Started off my videography 2 years ago with my A6400, but I want a camera to build a rig and shoot weddings, sports, and content for corporate. Okay. Well, let me know what's up, Scoop. Hit me up. You know, you can go to WeShootFilms.com. You know, book a call or whatever way. Let's chop it up. You know, hit me on my email, jm@WeShootFilms.com. That's my email, jm. Let me type it here for my email in case you want to just send me an email. jm@WeShootFilms.com. Or go to my website, all right? Appreciate you for coming by, though. You know what I mean? What's my favorite movie then? And could you turn up your mic a bit? Thank you if it's no bother. See, so I don't know, because some other person said the mic was fine, and other person, I don't know. I think my mic can't be that low. Is my mic that low, y'all? I raised it up a little bit. You might want to raise up turn up your headphones or your speakers a little bit if you can. Okay, bet. I'll shoot you an email and join the live tomorrow. Yeah, no doubt. If I go live tomorrow, I'll be going live about 11:30, around there. But hit me up, my G. I got you. Gotta check it out. It's funny, dog. What's my favorite movie? Um, that's so weird. I got a terrible memory. I'm gonna be real with you. Well, one of my favorite movies. I got a few favorite movies. Like I forgot what that. I like Equalizer from the Equalizer movies from Denzel. I like Scarface from back in the days. Even though now that I look at Scarface, it look a little cheesy because the effects. But it's just a I just love that movie. I don't know why. Probably because it's just how I grew up. Um, I like drama movies. Drama, suspense. Stuff like that. You hear they coming out with Heat 2. Hope Pacino and De Niro's in it. Ah man, that's another dope. Those are my two favorite actors, dog. Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, and Joe Pesci. You know what I mean? Now that Heat was dope. Anything with all three of them was dope, pretty much. But that last movie where Robert De Niro played himself was weird. I didn't like that movie. I forgot what it was called. To me, it was whack, and I was pissed off because he made a whack movie. I do like Scarface. I don't love it. I thought the Empire Building part was cut short in it. My favorite American. Oh yeah, no, American Gangster. I actually was looking at. I was trying to remember that American Gangster is ill. See that's the one I was trying to remember from Denzel. American Gangster. Crazy, yo. Crazy. Dope, dope, dope. Denzel's an amazing actor too, man. Can't even front on him. Cannot front on him at all. I love shooting movies. I got a movie I shot on Amazon Prime called Retribution. It's on Amazon Prime. It just got picked up by Tubi, but they didn't post it yet. But they just picked it up, but they haven't posted it on their website. But if you go to Amazon Prime and you type in what's it here? Broken City on Amazon Prime. That's my movie. You feel me? Which that was cool. But not the Broken City with. There's another Broken City. There's a few Broken City, to tell you the truth. So you need to type it the way I got it typed. Here it goes right here. I'm going to show it to you so you know what it looks like. This is what it looks like right here. This is it right here. This is my movie on Amazon Prime, Broken City. Right there. All right. So, hey, support the homie. Broken City. Coming to Tubi very soon. So that's it right there, y'all. Got any favorite whiskey, bourbon, or scotch, man? I prefer scotch. No, I don't drink. I don't drink or smoke. Just never was my thing. My worst thing is Coca-Cola. I love Coca-Cola. Now I'm getting off it because, trying to lose some pounds over here. You know what I mean? Trying to lose some weight. But I love Coca-Cola and Pepsi. Either one of those, real Coke, That's my beer, and I'm staying away from it now. Have you seen the new AI storyboard maker? Takes the script and giving you pencil drawings. See, now that is dope. See, I like that type of stuff. You know what I mean? I like that type of stuff. That is dope. That is dope. I gotta definitely check that out. What's your take on AI? Is it going to destroy the creative part of script writing? Yep. Making. Yep. AI is gonna destroy everything to a degree. It's gonna hurt a lot of us. That's just what it is. I don't care what nobody says. They try to say, "Oh no, it's gonna destroy." It's taking away jobs. You're destroying someone's life when you take away their job. And you got people who don't know anything about nothing, but all they had to do is prompt it, and now they can create something out of nothing. So it's going to create a world. It's going to create a world of people who think they have a skill that they don't really have. You understand what I'm saying? And like I said earlier about this, I talked about this earlier. It doesn't make no sense, because if you're going to take away our jobs, if you're taking away jobs, a lot of jobs are going to be hurt by this. How does that help the economy? There's no work. What AI is going to do is going to make the gap bigger between rich and poor. That's what it's going to do. But it is what it is. It's here. It ain't going nowhere. So you better adapt, get to learn what you can, and do what you can, man. Utilize it. It is what it is. But it's definitely going to hurt. It's definitely going to hurt. I don't care what nobody say. I take a bit of an issue with people making money off AI music, however much they put themselves into it, because fundamentally AI in the end takes already existing material and makes you own it. To a degree, yes. I think AI actually can make its own music. Does it learn off of other music? Yes, it has. But it is what it is. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Do I agree with it? No, but to a degree, I've used AI music for background music. You know what I mean? But I get it, though. I do understand that, because, like I said, I'm an ex-music producer, so I get it. I understand. You know, it's the world we live in, man. It's the world we live in. We gotta pick and choose our fights, and if you're doing this for a living, a full-time living, you gotta consider certain things, man, to be able to compete. And it just is what it is, But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of AI when it comes to taking jobs. Art is one thing, but when it's implemented to people's studies, that's a big problem for me, at least. No, yeah. No, AI is making us dumber. Like, technology has literally made us dumber. It's made me dumber. You know what I mean? Technology has made us dumber. Because think about it. Like, when I was a kid, I knew everybody's phone number off top. I knew everybody's phone number. I know maybe two people's phone numbers, and one of them are mine. You feel me? So, yeah, AI is not doing us any favors at all. It's made us dumb. It's making the world dumber. You know what I'm saying? As much as I love technology, AI is really hurting us. And it's making people reliant on something. They don't even want to think no more how to create a sentence, how to write something. You just go to AI. It's going to make you so lazy, so dependent on something that when they take it away, they're going to have all the control, man. PBS bulletin board. Yep. Yeah, it's going to happen, man. It's the real talk. Yeah, I know the phone numbers. I use old rotary. That's what I was saying. You OG with it then, if you remember using a rotary dial phone. I remember that. I remember when I was a kid seeing it. You know what I mean? When I was a kid, my grandmother had a rotary phone. Man, that was crazy. You gotta wait. And if you hit the wrong one by mistake, you gotta start all over. Hang up. Ding, ding, wait around. It's crazy, yo. That just brought back some memories, yo. That's funny. That's funny. That rotary phone was crazy, son. And then we were connected to the phone. We didn't have wireless. You feel me? It's crazy, son. Life, man. Life moves in a weird way, but it's cool. Like it just progresses and. But life is the same, man. It's all the same. It just looks a little different. But fundamentally, life is the same, man. For everybody. Gotta hold that breath if we were listening on calls. Yeah, real talk. I still have my U.S. Robotics 56K broad modem. Yo, I remember, dog, when we used to have to dial up. You know what I mean? You get that. Yo, I remember when it was a big deal when we got called waiting. Like, yo, you heard the beep, somebody else is on the phone. Like, when we got call waiting, that was a big deal, yo. That's funny, man. I remember cable. Cable, it was like this thing here, almost the size of this here, a cable. And then we had a long old cord, and we'd just have that long old cord everywhere we go, and we have to change the channel with the cable box. It's crazy, son. It's crazy. Now you're trying to show how old I am. Your age is weird, when you're getting older, it's crazy, because, I don't know, it's just weird, like, it's just weird, but it's cool though. At the same time, I don't complain about getting older because I'm still here. I'm still doing what I love to do. I'm still healthy. I'm still, doing me. So thank God. You know what I mean? What about TiVo? Yeah. He said TiVo. Today you can't write blindly text messages on your phone. Back in the day, you could feel the buttons and text under the school table without the teacher seeing. Yeah, man. Life is life, man. It changes, comes in. Do it the best, live it the best way you can, man. Because it goes by pretty fast. That's what I tell my kids. It goes by pretty fast, yo. Yo, make sure to check out my new video on my channel. It say Sony A7 music video on my channel. I just dropped it. It's this one right here. I'm going to show it to you a little bit. That's my most recent one that I just dropped. I just shot this with the Sony A7 IV, this whole video. That's my favorite shot of all the shots on this one. You know what I mean? This one right here. That's my favorite shot right here. I got a light. If you look, I can't. Right here is, you can't really see it, but right here is the C stand behind them outside, and I got the G300, the Molus G300, pointing, shining into the room, backlighting him in the area, and then I fogged it out. Got some fog. Make sure I fogged it out to give it some texture and volumetric lighting, and exposed it correctly, and then got that image. You know what I mean? So, and then we go from that to this image here. You see that there? We went to a church or whatever and shot that image. Now there's a mixture. Let me go back to over here. There they go right there. You know what I mean? That's my latest video. What's your take on Voyage? Sung by Zone from Switzerland. I don't even know that song. I don't know if I heard that song before. I don't think I heard it before. I would have to check it out, see if I heard it before. Tell you the truth. Switzerland. That's probably why I never heard of it. You know. That's probably why I never heard of it. Well, I guess it's coming to that time when I'm about to get off this thing. I've been on here for a little while. Um, I'm about to go and chill and fall asleep eventually. But I appreciate everybody for coming through, for conversating with me. I really do. I'll check it out, my man. Try to see. I'll try to remember to go check out Zomi Voyage. You feel me? Um, you know, no doubt, my man. But appreciate everybody for coming through, man. Really do. You know, taking the time out to spend some time with me, talking with me. Really do. If you ain't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. Go visit on the WeShootFilms.com. Go to visit WeShootFilms.com. Subscribe over there too, so you stay connected all the time. Other than that, y'all, you know, appreciate everybody. All right, take care. Be blessed. Be safe. Have a great day tomorrow. Create. Keep moving. All right, and keep God first. All right, y'all. Like I always say, it is what it is. I gotta go, y'all. Be blessed, y'all. All right. Take care.